middle. Again, 2 long bolts, 2 locking nuts needed. This one is centerised in between the 2 holes for your slats. Again, simply straight through the side rail, through the crossbar, through the side rail at the bottom, and attach the nut. Okay, we've now finished off the 3rd and final cross member. We made sure that they're all tight. We move on to the last cross member, the longest one of the 4. And we attach that across the top of the 3 cross members we've just put on. Simply like that. Place the holes, line them up. Back to your fittings, you'll only have 3 long bolts, 3 locking nuts left. As you can see, they're required for this long piece. So very simply, same again, through the cross member this time, through the 2nd cross member, and lock with the nut. Very straightforward, very easy to do, very good for extra strength on the bed. Okay, so the first, the middle, line it up, locking nut, then your final one. Again, go along with your spanner and your Allen key and ensure they're as tight as the hand can make them. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, your daybed is now built, as you can see, real good quality, solid metal daybed. You've got no fittings left at all. Okay, all we should be left with now out of the big main box is your slats and the caps for the slats. Simply take the slats out of the wrapper. Okay, these slats are sprung, so there's movement in them, so there's no snappage. Okay, the plastic caps to the ends. Okay, simply attach the 2 caps to either end. So you've got a dome effect going up, the 2 stoppers pointed down. That's how your slat should look before going into the bed. Okay, we then take it over to the bed frame again, lining up the stoppers into the holes on both sides. Simply push the cap into place, ensuring it locks. As you can see, the movement in the slat stops any breakages. Okay, so you do the first one, on to the next one. And you've got somebody that can help you, and they can probably put these stoppers on for you while you're building the bed. Okay. Line up. Simply push. Okay, so here we go now with the last one. That's safely in, as you can see. All the slats are in with movement to the safety support underneath. Okay, now you need to get rid of any bags or anything, get them out of harm's way. Move your spanner and your screwdriver, keep them safe in case you ever need to disassemble the bed. Okay, now we're going to move on to box 2, which is your guest bed. Okay? Carefully. Open the box. So this is your under guest bed and what it consists of. Again, you've got your plastic caps for your slats, your sprung slats. You've got your 2 legs and your 2 side rails that belong to the guest bed. Okay? Again, take out your fittings, leave them to one side with the caps, we'll come back to them in a second. Cut all the plastic safety. Always cut away from the metal. Put your small slats to one side. Again, your Allen key spanners in a separate bag. Two-side rail. Take everything out and remove the box. Okay, once you've emptied the box, we'll show you what's going to be inside. Again, you have two side rails, the long ones. We have two legs, which have your hinge actions on, and we have your two cross members to attach your two side rails. And then also we have your slats and your caps that we don't use to the end. Okay. The fittings for the trundle are slightly different, okay? The first thing I would do would be to get your wheel, place the insert for the wheel inside the wheel, put them to one side. We then have, again, 3 different size bolts. This time we're starting with the biggest bolt, where you've got 8. The 8 biggest bolts are to attach your cross members to your 2 side rails, which is what we're going to do first. Okay. Carefully, again making sure the holes for the slats are facing upwards. Simply place the cross member in between your 2 side rails and line up to the holes, like so. Then placing your longest bolt and thickest bolt that you've got through the side rail and into the cross member. Again, just start it with your hand to get the bolt in, and you can come back and tighten them when they're all in. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So now your cross member is attaching your 2 long side rails. Once your 4 bolts are in, we then tighten them up. Okay, the second cross member, do exactly the same at the opposite side, lining them up with your holes. Okay, so we've attached both cross members to the side rails now. All we've got left is our 2 locking legs. You need to show them which way you fold them towards you. Okay, once we've attached the crossbars to the side rails, we're then left with the 2 legs. Going back over to your fittings. The bolt that we need for the legs is the smallest of all the bolts, where you've got 4. You need 4 bolts, the 8 washers and 4 locking nuts to attach the legs. Okay.